I know. So I'm already a father.
More than you know.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
Zach, I'm pregnant.
Are you serious?
Yes.
All right, folks. Well, the cliffhanger ending of Zatima season 2 is Fatima revealing to Zach that she is pregnant. And while this was a very sweet, tender moment to end out the season on after, the grief Zach has experienced by losing his mother, earlier in the episode. And then even before that, one of DeVal's sons, I believe Cairo, portrayed him as young Zach in the VHS tape. This was a good moment, but I don't I know I'm going to get some backlash for this. Personally speaking, I am not excited for Fatima to be pregnant right now. I just feel like there's just way too much going on, and adding a pregnancy just makes things a bit messy. I mean, look, I know the timeline stuff. Don't think about the timelines. You kind of have to. The only way. Okay, before I get into timeline stuff, let me just talk about the specifics of how season 2 of Zatima ended versus how season 6 of Sistas started. If Fatima is really pregnant, that makes Zach look a bit worse than he already did. Now, DeVal said during our interview on Twitter Spaces that you have to watch all of season 2's Zatima in order to kind of realize how Zach acted or why he acted the way he did losing Karen. Like he told Fatima, you know what? Yeah, she's someone who was very close to me. I didn't even react that way when my mom died. And that makes a lot of sense when you compare Karen and her relationship to Zach and his mother. Really a strained, distant relationship. But the thing that I really didn't like that Sistas didn't do is the fact that they didn't highlight the fact that Zach wasn't just emotional and whatnot over potentially losing Karen, but also the fact that, look, she could have been carrying my child. So that's yet another child that I never got to know. Because Michael, 3 years old, that's 3 years he missed out on. So what's happening here is, if you go back to the salon sequence, not only did Zach leave his pregnant fiance to go run and see about Karen, but he completely ignored her and then just grabbed on to Karen and everything. So my guess is she's not really pregnant. I know that sounds weird, but I'm thinking that if Zatima season 3 takes place prior to Sister season 6 and it turns out that it was a false call, that actually adds up. But if you look at Zatima and everything going on, it just doesn't make sense. Like, for example, wait, you're going to get full custody? You're trying to get full custody of your son? Like, I don't know, Zach. It's like, this is a lot to take in. And it makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot to take in for Fatima because, you're about to have a kid with Zach. And no, it just doesn't add up. I honestly don't think that she's pregnant because it just doesn't make sense. If you look at all of what we've seen so far of Sister season 6, I'm pretty damn sure her being pregnant should have been brought up or hinted at some point. So personally, one could argue that maybe this moment is truly the moment that solidifies, hey, two different universes, Jeremy, two different universes. Because between Michael and Karen possibly having his kid, I just don't like the idea. Yes, I know there are families out there where, the man has, or the woman has baby by different children, different baby daddies, baby mamas and whatnot. But why does you know what this reminds me of? Remember how the iconic Cheryl Lee Ralph, who portrayed D in Moesha, And I remember I think it was on her episode of Unsung, and she mentioned about Moesha. She knew that the show was going to die when it was revealed that Ray J's character was actually her husband's son rather than like nephew or something. I forgot Moesha's father's name in the show. But basically she knew because it kind of like messed up the image of what they had, like, yeah, they had a good black family unit, but now it's like, why do you got to throw the black man under the bus by having this secret son and all this other stuff? So it's just one of those things where, just like I didn't like when Zach and Fatima got engaged when they did, because there was a whole lot of shit they were going through. I don't think it's a good time for Fatima to be pregnant. I mean, because now it's like, what? So her going to step to Karen, what were we about to see two pregnant women fighting each other? It just doesn't, it doesn't work for me. I think that Zatima, the proposal, the pregnancy announcement, these things just came at the wrong time. I feel like we should have built towards this, because now it's like, so I guess the Paul stuff is completely done with. I feel like Paul got the Ian treatment. He was there for a short time, but not for a long time. And now he's going to be completely forgotten about as we go into the next season. And I feel like, and look, I think the actor did a great job. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking about the character. I wasn't too fond of Paul as a character because he's a damn homewrecker. But I guess him and being on the swings and everything, that was the last time we saw him. And I mean, I guess that's the last time we're ever going to see him. So it's almost like Zatima has these moments where, and maybe I'm dipping my toe into what should be the season 2 overview video, but it's almost like, so there are some great ideas that Zatima has during a given season, but it almost feels like they're dropped by the time we get to the end of the season and move into the next one. And it's kind of flat to me because most of the entire season, these two have been separated, and Paul was like the major competition, so to speak. At the beginning of the season, Fatima just felt like she couldn't have sex with Zach for a while because she was tired out. Could it have been due to her being pregnant, or just because she indeed needed to give her body a rest? And Zach is apparently so damn potent that side chick is probably going to say that, hey, I'm pregnant too. This is crazy. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like, personally speaking, it was a sweet moment, but I just feel like there is just way too much going on right now for Fatima to have a baby with Zach. So that's my opinion. I feel like even more people will be like, yeah, damn right, Karen better not be carrying Zach's baby because it's ridiculous. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It isn't Paul's baby because her and, Fatima, for all we know, didn't have sex. So there's that. But yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.